Hello, welcome to the wildlife garden. It's in between showers at the moment and it's very warm. It's getting warmer than it was, out of the breeze at least. The garden's filling up with potential now. There's buds appearing on most of the plants in an abundance this year. Everything's looking really pretty. Starlings are everywhere. There's a lot of colour still to come. These alliums are really gorgeous. Look at the sphere on that. And these irises. The bees look, on cue. The bees like to push them open, the bumblebees, and climb inside. My nasturtiums are doing really well. These are the ones I grew in the seed snails, and yeah, they're doing really well. This is a plant I brought October last year, I think. I think it's Agastache. Yeah, Agastache. And these are my tomatoes. I've had a tumbling tom this year. I've never had a tumbling tom before. And then I've got two Gardener's Delight. I've just gone with the basic Gardener's Delight. So I just need to get them in. They've been in the house for over nearly a fortnight. That one's dry. I need to water it. So yeah, I've got those to get in. I'll find a space for them anyway. And these are some new plants. It's funny, I just watched Joel Ashton on his Wild Your Garden show, and he had these in his garden, and I'd forgotten I'd ordered them. They're not great specimens, I don't think. I'll be buying from them again, even though the valerian was free. They are very tiddly for what I paid for them, but hopefully they'll do well. The red masons bees have all but gone now. There's one or two about, but lots of cells are full. It's the potential for many bees next year, barring any, attacked by birds. I will put them in the shed, I think. Yeah, they've done so well this year, the best year we've ever had with them. And this border, after the tree came down last year, the buddleia, it's just getting fuller and fuller. It's looking amazing. Along here, this is the Aquilegia, isn't it? The Granny's Bonnet's looking lovely. And the white honesty is all but gone over now, but the seeds are beautiful, replacing them the seed pods, so a lovely display from them. And just here in this ivy hedge, we've got our first ever it's a nest in the process. They're building it at the moment. There's a pair going in and out, so it's really exciting. I've never had dunnocks before. Peas are doing brilliantly, and so are the carrots. Yeah, all doing well. No problems there. Well, it's been a strange couple of weeks. A lot's happened outside the house. There was an incident which involved lots of cars, and sadly my car was crashed into and written off. So this garden is my sanctuary, but the weather's been so rubbish I haven't been able to get out in it. This is the first time I've been out in it for a while. But it's just beautiful. There isn't an inch of earth to be seen, I don't think. It is really packed now. The only sound that's missing is the buzz of bees. We're on the 18th of May now, and I am seeing bees, but I think I've been saying this now for 5 years. Each time I come out, the bees get later and later appearing, and fewer in number. Bit concerning, obviously, but I'm doing the best I can to try and encourage as many bees as I can, and hopefully as the new workers do begin to emerge, they'll find plenty of food in the garden. The lavender is just looking very lush. I mean, the weather's been awful, we know that, all around the country. It's been cold. In some places it's been very dry, in other places it's been wet. But I think we've had a mixture of sunshine and showers, mainly cold, some strong winds. But boy, that's the roses have loved it. The buds on the roses are incredible. I'll put a little shot in of those, and I think I told you about the cuckoo plant that seems to be just appearing everywhere in the garden. Look at that little display there. And I can see in the ground lots and lots of new growth coming for next year. And that's just beautiful there. But yeah, the garden's full. I think my telltale sign for bees missing has been these. This is the granny's bonnet, we know it as, Aquilegia. And it's been the most popular plant always with bees in my garden, and bees that rob the plant particularly, where they bite a little hole in these little parts. You can see a couple of holes being bitten there, I think. But normally you'd have 3 or 4 bees bobbing up and down on them. I've got them everywhere. No bees to be seen. And this lovely geranium is always bobbing with bees, but nothing, as you can see, nothing on the red campion. Oh, I think I just saw my first mint moth. Yeah, my first mint moth of the year. There's the first mint moth. Can you see it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, lovely little mint moth. See if I can zoom in. Oh, look at that, it's pristine. Oh, beautiful. I love those little moths. So pretty. So yeah, it's just the lack of bumblebees. We've done really well with the red mason bees, as I've shown you the boxes. I can see more everywhere where I look. I can see cuckoo plant. There's more cuckoo plant over there, and I can see more over there. Yeah, mason bees have done brilliantly. The cells are full. Oh, there's a bee visiting the Weigela. Can you see? I think it's a. It looks still like it. That looks still like the hairy-footed female, still going. She's a brilliant bee. So yeah, we're going to have lots of, if the cells do well, I'm going to put them in the shed this winter, so the blue tits can't eat them all, and the great tits. They should do really well next year. Bumblebees, it's just nothing. But as the weather warms up, we're getting some very warm weather towards the end of the week. Hope that brings them out. My little meadow is going crazy. It's lovely to walk through this little spot. We've got the cow parsley, the meadow buttercup. That's the nettle leaf bellflower coming up. There's some wood avens. What else can I see? A little bit of ground ivy. Yeah, it's looking really good. So if we'll walk through there. The other spot I think I mentioned is in that border there of cuckoo plants. So I am cutting this spot, as I said, because I don't want cats to sort of keep finding places to jump out on the birds. Not that I'm feeding them much now, it's odd. the feeder's empty, and so some of the birds are like, what's going on? And not seeing the number of goldfinches I was seeing, no wood pigeons hardly. The stock doves have disappeared, so have the collared doves, because there's no food out for them. So I'm just hoping they do come back in the winter. The pyracantha there is absolutely loaded with flower buds, so that's going to make a fantastic display in a few weeks' time. Foxgloves are up. So there's all the potential for these bees if they emerge into the woodland section now, and yeah, everything is lush. The alliums have started to open up, and the red campion here, mix of pink and purple. There was a white allium coming up there. Yeah, look at everything. Looking beautiful. The cornflowers just coming out there as well, and my usual lovely sorry, the aeroplane going over, the hosta there that's lived in that pot for more years than I can care to remember. This rose as well, absolutely loaded with buds, and the bees do like this. This other Weigela, nothing on it. It's a cool wind at the moment, you can probably hear the wind. There is a cool breeze. When the sun comes out, it's lovely, and that was a lovely big bee then. It's very warm, but this wind needs to disappear. We seem to have had windy days for quite a while now. Oh, I wanted to show you my other rose. I don't show this rose very often. One, it doesn't flower very much, and two, it doesn't do anything for the bees or the pollinators. It's just a red rose, but it's the first year it again is absolutely loaded with flower buds, and it's grown at a pace. I can't believe it. In coming up in it, I cut it all back this year, is a clematis. It's a purple one. I haven't got a clue what the name of it is, but when they're both out in flower together, they look stunning, really stunning. So that'll be a lovely display. Look at all. Yeah, and all the honesty's gone to seed now, so I need to start looking for the caterpillars. Look at this, it's lovely. Look at the black fly on the red campion, absolutely loaded with black fly. There's a good companion plant if you want one. Every bud is covered in black fly, look. But yet this one is absolutely fine. Yeah, let's carry on up the garden through the little meadow, a woodland meadow, because it doesn't get much sunshine. As you can see, there's the sun, lovely, but this bit just full shade virtually. I'm amazed that these plants do well. I think it's because they get the morning sun, they get the sun as it rises in the east, so I can presume that helps. But yeah, it's great to be out in the garden and just seeing how crazy it's all gone. Great to have a dunnock's nest in the garden. As I say, we've never had a dunnock's nest. We always get wrens and robins and the odd blackbird, but not dunnocks. They normally are sort of over in the wildness up the back of the gardens. So it was lovely. I could see something bobbing in and out the other day, and I did think at first there's a robin back, but no, it's definitely a dunnock. So let's hope the cat doesn't find that one. We've also got a blue tit's nest in the box at the garden when I get up there in the wilderness. Potatoes are doing really well. Oh my goodness me, it's just wild. Pond isn't very full considering the amount of rain we've had. I wouldn't say the pond was very full for some reason. Whether we've got any tadpoles, I just haven't seen any, so I'm presuming they've gotten eaten. I think possibly the crows have eaten them all. This patch here Isabel from the Wild Welsh Garden was talking about she's planted a lovely wildflower meadow on the front garden of the house, and she was talking about the oxeye daisy, and they've really taken over that patch. Well, this was the patch, Isabel, where my oxeye daisy was completely taken over. This is all I've got now. I have interplanted, obviously like you, with other things, and as they've come up and got stronger over there, we've got knapweed, and there's a bit of vetch coming up there, I can see. The red campion, I'm going to cut that back because that will flower again. So you can see how the oxeye daisy now is just, just right. But it was a complete oxeye daisy bed really at first, so hopefully yours will do the same. Yeah, this is greater bird's foot trefoil, and that's about to flower, look. The new border's filling out nicely at the back, and I did attack the rose. I'll put a video in to show the before and after, I think. I'm not sure if I did the before, but anyway, it had gone absolutely mad, so I thought I'd just cut back everything that wasn't flowering and just reveal the flowers. The thing that's missing most is solitary bees too, because usually that's really popular with solitary bees, that flower, but nothing on there at the moment. But we've had, this week has been so cold. I can hear a robin. Look at my dog Rose, it's gone absolutely crazy, and the weight of the rain on it, it's made it a natural arch. I won't be cutting that back till it's flowered, finished flowering. I mean, look. I'm glad I moved the Japanese Acer from underneath it, because it wouldn't have stood a chance with this rose. Goodness me. So I will have to tackle that after we've finished flowering, because I can't get by really, and it's a bit dangerous with the grandchildren too. So, but it's absolutely covered in flowers, so that's got to flower first. And this is the one. If we go through this dog rose here, I have been training. There's a sort of some of it. Oh, I disturbed the holly blue. Hopefully it'll come back and fit. Oh gosh, that might have been an early blue. I'm not sure, that was very blue. But anyway, so once this has flowered, I will train those in and try and keep that under control too. Let's have a look at I can see some signs. Yes, there's the signs. So we've definitely got back the sawfly larvae. Yeah, you can see. So hopefully the birds will find them. The birds don't seem to eat them, I don't think. I'm not sure, but obviously that's the first signs of the sawfly larvae. There's loads of buds on the holly. They're just turning into berries now. Can you see? So hopefully the holly blue has been laying its eggs on there. I haven't seen it lay eggs, but hopefully it is. I think because I haven't been out for over a week, I think I'm disturbing nesting birds a little bit. I'll have to be careful. Try and get up into the wilderness now again. As I say, the rain does bring all the plants down, so I'll need to tidy up a bit, but here we go into the wilderness. It's changed since we last saw it. All the jack by the hedge is going to seed. Spotting the caterpillars at the moment. They're very small, so if I do see one, I'll put some film in. I can hear swifts overhead. Then we do have a small colony of swifts still hanging on in our local area. They nest in old council houses. Oh, I can see a lovely moth there. Look at a caterpillar there. Look at that. Wow, I wonder what that one is. Let's see if I can focus it. Focus. There we go. Oh, look at that. Beauty. So you can munch away. That's not an orange tip. Orange tip are green, a lovely green, but I'll come up and have a good look, and as I say, if I find any I'll pop them in. But yeah, a big change here in the wilderness since last time. the honesty here has gone over. Can you see how they're sort of a reddy colour? It's a good way of distinguishing whether you've got red or white. The white is always a green seed case, and the red is always this sort of purpley colour. But look at it, it's fantastic. Now, as far as we know, we had a bee nest. Last time I was up here, we had a bee nest in there, but whether that's still active or not, I don't know. Nettles are looking really big. We just need this warm weather. And I can just about see some of you can see the bramble just coming out the top, and there's a big piece of bramble coming up there. I'll have to perhaps sort that so it doesn't go over next door. I'm not going to go any further because I'll zoom in if I can. There's a box on the tree there. Can you see it? That's the blue tits box, so I don't want to get any closer to that. I'll move right back now. Yeah. Oh, hopefully when these begin to open, this is the raspberries. I do tend to see more bees on raspberries, so hopefully they'll coincide opening with the bees emerging. We'll find out. And you can see how dense it all is. The growth is very dense, so it's just ideal for nesting birds. Especially in this rose at the moment. I mean, I won't cut that back till I know for sure there's nothing nesting in there. This piece coming down won't be a problem, but anything there, anything in that area, I'll move back. I'll just cut off the bow. That's a bit dangerous, especially with the grandchildren. I don't want them getting their eyes scratched. But it's massive. I cut it back hard a couple of years ago and I thought it's never going to regrow, and look at it. Update on the mistletoe. It's exactly, I'm trying to get in this bed. It looks exactly, I'll pause you there because you're just looking at a fence. There it is. It's exactly as it was, I think, really. It's still got that taproot out, so I've heard it's a very slow growing plant, so hopefully it's taken and we'll see some leaves emerge in the near future, but I'll keep updating you on it. So yes, the wildlife garden is doing what it's supposed to do. I couldn't drop that was the week before the accident outside, so I've cut and dropped on the bluebells. I pulled all the flowers out so they couldn't self-seed, dug some of them up and just left them there to rot. That's the bug snug, the crow's nest still on the top. I haven't seen those since. These buckets, you can see how much rainwater we've had. We haven't had tons, I suppose. So that's perhaps why the pond isn't as full as I was expecting. So yes, I'm really pleased with how it's all growing. It's looking fantastic. It is so full. You cannot see any soil anywhere, which is absolutely perfect for all the animals that like to hide and and get out the way. If there's a bird strike, they can dive into the undergrowth. The honeysuckle on this fence has gone crazy. It's gonna be, I just can't wait for it because that's such a beautiful smelling honeysuckle. It's a yellow one. This is my thornless blackberry, and it's got a lot of flower buds on too. Considering it doesn't get tons of light, it's doing well. It looks a bit yellow. Maybe it needs a feed. I'll give it some seaweed feed. This is where I just have to keep looking in case I spot something I haven't spotted before. The ragged robin's looking like it's going to flower. Yeah. So I've not brought any new. Say that I've got some new plants down by the house, but they'll go in the borders. I've not put any new plants other than my 2 tomato plants into pots. I think I've got enough plants to water should we get a heat wave in the summer. I don't want to be wasting water. The garden will have to tend for itself regardless of what happens. That's my rule this year. will not water the garden. Not that I do very often, but that's my rule this year, not to water the garden. I'll just water the odd pots that I've got. Yeah, so that's an update on my garden, and hopefully I shall be mobile again in a week's time. There's been a bit of a traumatic time, so being able to come up into this garden today and do this little video for you it is lovely. I just wish I could hear bees buzzing, but I say when it's windy, they a cool wind, it is very cool. And we have been having hailstones and thunder and all sorts, so hopefully next week it'll be a bit calmer and a lot warmer. Right, I'll stop there. I think it's getting a bit long, this video. Just an update really, and hopefully I can get back to making videos after next week. Right, enjoy your week, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.